Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. Today's raspberry cream roll is not only delicious, it is a gorgeous dessert to serve. With its fresh macerated berries, creamy center, fluffy cake, it's wonderful. This lovely summer dessert is easy to put together, so we're going to start by making a jelly roll cake. You're going to start by whisking together all-purpose flour, baking powder, and salt. And don't worry, I will have all the ingredients and recipe listed for you in the description. And I have 3 large eggs that I'm going to add to a mixer bowl. Whisk these eggs until they're light and fluffy. While the mixer is running, gradually add the sugar. Give your sides a bit of a scrape down. And a little vanilla, of course. And a little bit of water. And mix until just combined. Now we can add our flour mixture. And here it is, a beautiful cake batter. I have a 10 by 15 inch pan here that I'm just going to lightly spray with non-stick spray. And we're going to line it with parchment paper. Pour in our lovely batter. Level out with a spatula. I like to use an offset spatula like this, a very handy tool. Now we're going to give this one light tap on the counter. And what that does is it helps to eliminate any large air bubbles, but you don't want to be tapping too much or you will take out all the air that you just incorporated in that cake batter. Alright, we're going to now bake this in a preheated 375-degree oven for 15 to 16 minutes. And while your cake is cooking, it's a good time to assemble a few things that you're going to need. You'll need a thin, clean kitchen towel, some powdered sugar, and a sifter. And with any jelly roll, it's important to work with the cake while it's warm, not piping hot. And I find by the time you loosen the cake out of the pan, get it dusted with sugar and flipped over, peel the parchment off, the cake is about the right temperature to roll. And I like to dust my powdered sugar on top of the cake itself instead of onto the kitchen towel. It allows you to tip the cake over under control. And you want to dust the cake very well with powdered sugar. There, now cover your cake with the towel. Now you have a little bit of control when you flip it over. Just like so. Maybe. There we are. Now we're going to go ahead and peel off the parchment. And I find if you peel it at a very sharp angle, it peels off quite nicely. And just take your time and go slow. And from here, you just want to trim a little bit of the edges off. But of course, we're not going to let these edges go to waste, are we? All right, now our cake is still warm and perfect for rolling. And you want to roll snugly, yet gently. There we are. Now we're going to let our jelly roll rest and cool. And while the cake is cooling, it is a perfect time to mix together a little bit of filling for our beautiful jelly roll. So here we have some seedless raspberry jam. And we're going to go ahead and add a dose of raspberry liqueur. And it really does give it a nice punch of raspberry flavor. If you don't happen to have any, just stick with the jam and just whisk until that is smooth. Macerated berries is a simple process of sprinkling granulated sugar onto sliced fruit to help release their moisture. And it really doesn't take all that much sugar to get the process going. And simply stir together. And you want to let the berries sit for about a half an hour to an hour. All right, it's time to mix up a little bit of cream filling. I have heavy cream here, powdered sugar, and whip until soft peaks form. And once you have soft peaks, go ahead and add a splash of vanilla and mascarpone cheese. It really helps to add an extra layer of creaminess and texture. And then you're going to beat until firm. And keep that chilled until ready to use. All right, it's time to assemble our jelly roll. Gently unroll it. And it's okay if your jelly roll isn't laying completely flat. That means the roll has held its shape somewhat. All right, we're going to start with our raspberry layer and spread out evenly. Top your raspberry layer with the whipped cream and spread out evenly. And now we are going to roll it back up from the same way that we unrolled it without the towel. And again, you want to go gently but firmly. We're going to trim the ends of the jelly roll for serving, just to clean it up a little bit. And again, I'm certain those end pieces will not go to waste. Now we're going to give our roll a generous dusting with powdered sugar. And just look at that beautiful raspberry layer. Simply stunning with fresh summer fruit. Thank you for watching today. The raspberry cream roll is one of my favorite summer desserts. If you enjoyed the video today, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss a recipe. We'll see you again.